Looks like they're both going to be starting soon, readying up. Again, 35 minutes early about. You can always catch it on demand, video on demand, twitch.tv/AngryLarry/something else to find the video on demand. 10 seconds, we're going to be watching from the multi-Twitch. I'll start the timer as soon as we see something, as opposed to when IRC tells me to. And we're off. Okay, so for those who don't know, Randomizer randomizes pretty much every aspect of this game. There are settings to turn randomization on and off, and to what degree. Basic randomization includes, well, what does the overworld look like, and where are the caves, palaces, towns, spells and towns and stuff like that. There are 4 caves on the Western continent that contain an item. This is one of them. This is what we call Heart Container Cave, because in the vanilla version, this would contain a heart container for Link. In this version, it contains the raft, and both players picked it up. And Max up A's, while Error is going to make his way out, walking out. I might be a little bit slow, since I'm by myself, to mark it, but trust me, I will. There's our first town and a palace up there. This is the town of Rudo. You need the trophy to get the spell out of there. And this palace is Palace 1. What does Error decide to do? He's going to jump in. 1-1-1. As Max finds the magic container cave that contains a trophy. Error goes left. You find the item in Palace 1 by moving left. And the item in Magic Container Cave is the Heart Container Cave, which is a good thing. You know, he probably wants the required items to start, and then the supplemental items thereafter. He finds Rudo. As Error comes into a choice, does he take the elevator down? Does he continue left? Well, since the item is left, he'll probably go left. Max now finding Palace 1 in that area, and he's going to go down. He's up 1 heart container and 1 life level on Error right now. Could even itself out within this palace anyway. Error takes attack 2. And he's going to go left here and find that he is going to grab a key on this collapsible bridge. Max is 2 rooms behind on the same path. Error's going to take his time, kill these ropes, 20 XP each. And find he's going to have to take an elevator up. Jumps over to Blue Nut Knuckle. Don't want to be fighting him to attack. No need for it. Takes the elevator up to find a path to the right. Now this could lead to Horsehead, the boss of the dungeon, of the palace, if we will. But there is also a key up here. And keys are very important, especially early. The more keys you can grab and the least amount of keys you can use in the palace, it really helps you out in the long run. Especially if you don't have the fairy spell, because with the fairy spell, if you don't have a key, you can cast it and just go right through the door. And we have Horsehead, so he did not take the path to find the item, but he'll just kill Horsehead. No big deal. Attack 2. Horsehead looks like he's got a good amount of HP for the level. As you can see now, it starts to deplete. 3 more hits, maybe 4 more hits. A couple more, and Horsehead has been dispatched. Max very quickly right behind him, though. Error is not going to place the gem. He's going to go back left. He's going to look for the item. He's going to have to go quite a bit away to that elevator that's in the center of the room. So he's got to go down and then right a couple screens to reach that point. Might have been quicker to jump over or up A to get to that area. But we'll see, because he's also got to jump over this Blue Nut Knuckle also. Max places the gem, so that's P2 does P1. We'll mark that down. Takes attack 3, so he's 1-2-3, 3-1-2 after this. Up A's, now he's going to go back in and find the item. Error takes the death to the Nut Knuckle. 1 life left. And he's gonna go back. Try to get over him or try to kill him on the step. You have a little bit of a terrain advantage if he cooperates by you can just jump and stab him. But when he throws that low beam, the low sword beam, it could do some damage to you if you're in the mid jump. Max checks if he has a key before going through that door, and he does, and he's going to go left and get rewarded with the item. Does he have another key, though? That's the thing. He probably should. He picked up a key on the bridge. He picked up a key on the room before Horsehead. He's not hesitating. He checked to see how many keys he had before this room. And he definitely does. And he's going to get rewarded with Life 3, a heart container, and an up A. And he's going to get out of there. For Max, he still has 2 caves defined along with the grass spot. Palace 2 and Palace 3 as well. Error did not pick up the heart container and magic container cave. So he has 1 additional cave defined. Is that true? Am I, okay. Yeah, I have 0 drop frames, so please let me know if that happens again. I'll take a different look. One palace down for each of them. Both completed Palace 1. Error will probably dive back in here and attempt the item. As I was checking drop frames, I did not notice this. This is Medicine Cave, I believe. Yeah, because it can't be Trophy Cave. So we'll see what item is here for Max. It is the flute. Something he did not want to see. He's going to up A and get out of there. But we can mark it on the HUD. So we don't get yelled at. I have to find it. Oh, it's called Horn. There you go. Now Max is just down to the trophy cave and the grass tile, and there is the grass tile right there. South of start, but just south enough where you can't see it. And he picks up the glove. That is one of the items he does want to find. More than likely required. I don't believe I've seen a seed where it's not required, but it is not guaranteed to be required. Just everything has to fall your way, though. But most rooms, if not early palaces, then definitely Palace 7. Great palace. You'll get those honeycomb rooms that you had to break blocks. Heart container in 1 for Error. So now he's gonna move on as Max jumps into Palace 2. He's gonna take the first left he can find. Look for the item. He still needs to find the raft. Raft is on the western continent somewhere, be it in a palace, in a cave, in the grass spot, or in Death Mountain. Either the Hammer Cave or Spectacle Rock. So certainly do want to find it. I think he was met with key door and he turned back around. That's possible. I was looking at Error making his way into Medicine Cave where he'll pick up the flute as well. Error up A's, and if you go south, he's going to see the grass tile. Oh, the grass tile was visible from start, but you can't really tell if it is the grass tile or if it's just the terrain. He goes down a little bit, and you can clearly make out it is now the grass tile. He'll V-line over there and be happy that he's going to find the glove. And we did find the raft. I don't know why I was talking about not finding the raft before. It was in the first cave. There's the glove for Error. Key pickup for Max in 2 as he continues to navigate this dungeon. So that should be 2 right there on Error's screen. He's going to pop in. There's a town to the south. I don't know if I saw Max go into there, but Error is certainly going to go into there. Still 2 spells we can easily get. The one in Ruraru and the one in Saria. And it is Saria, so he'll go grab the mirror, cash it in for a spell, and that'll be our first spell of the seed. We'll see if it helps him out, gain a little bit of an advantage over Max or not. There's the mirror. And he'll go back to the other screen and cash it in. So this screen right here requires jump or fairy to get across. He might just go and grab the key. And then up A. Let's see what he does. As the spell is the spell in Saria. He's going to go. He's going to grab the key. He's going to up A. Okay. And now he's going to take a different path. Now, that path left, I mean, let's not overlook the fact that the item can be on there and jump or fairy blocked. Or both the item and helmet head could be over there if you can find another elevator room that puts you on the right path. He's going to take the key that he just got, and he's going to open up a different path to the left and see. Okay, this is just another room that goes through. Error is going to go into 2 as well. Or he recognizes it as 2, and he's just going to leave. He's just going to leave. 89 is the cost of spell. That is 5 and 9/16 of magic. Here is Ruaru. So Error will get his second spell. And it is the life spell. So he has life and spell right now. Max leaves Palace 2. I didn't see if he got the item though, because I saw a couple comments in chat making me believe that the race wasn't online. I checked my mic is on, and I got a little worried there. So I don't know if he got the item in Palace 2. We'll see when he gets the spell, and his thing goes up. So Jack has not joined us because Jack thinks the race started at 5 o'clock. Unfortunately, as do probably some people who may have left the channel. So he gets spell, and let's see if he grabbed an item in 2. Candle you start with. Glove. Okay. So everything looks set there, unless he grabbed the heart container or magic container. I'll check that in a second. He may have not got the item in 2. If anybody saw that, please let me know. Okay, key block, thank you. Yeah, I was checking the stream. Alright, there's a link up for Error in this area. This is the Eastern Continent. Eastern Continent has Palaces 5 and 6 on it. The Palace 7, the Great Palace, is in the Valley of Death. Palace 4 is in Maze Island. Maze Island contains 2 items. There's also 2 items on the overworld in a desert tile and the water tile, which you need the boots to access. I think we saw the water tile very early on. As well as the town of New Kasuto, which has 2 items. One's blocked by a magic container requirement of 5 to 7 magic containers. Neither runner has that now. And the second item is blocked by the spell, which both Error has, or both players have now. And neither can cast, because it costs a lot. There's also, in the 4 towns, there are 4 items to get. One of them is item required. You need to find the kid to get, and the other 3 are free. For the most part. You have to get Thirsty Broad some water. It's difficult to navigate this area without downstab. But Error is certainly going to flush it out. Or flush it out, sorry. I did not see that, but that might have been the other side of Parappa the Rapper cave that Max has gone through. And he found a new area. I think. Looks like it. He's hoping that's Trophy Cave. It's the only one he has not found. I don't know if I've seen Palace 3. And we have not seen Death Mountain until that point in time right there. He's going to check all the caves. See if it leads him to an early Hammer Cave. See if he can just see what area the boulder is in, Spectacle Rock. Just in case he has to come back. But he's not going to seek out Spectacle Rock. But he might happen upon finding Hammer Cave. Error finds Maze Island. You can see Palace 4 is right there. And speak of the devil, we talked about this before, but the floating lever takes out Error. Let's see what he does here. He's going to take Magic 3. He's going to be 3-3-3. Max is going to back out at Death Mountain. See which area he goes to. He finds another cave, and that cave is Fairy Cave. So we've seen the backside of Fairy Cave. Now we've seen both sides of Parappa the Rapper Cave, and we've seen one entrance to Death Mountain. Here's our first item on Maze Island. It's the item where the kid normally is, and it is the magic key. I know firsthand how much an early magic key could win you a run, or lose you a run if you don't get it. We've seen Max was key blocked at a 2. Error will not have that issue from this point forward. Max up A's. He's going to go back to start. He's going to abandon that little area he was in that Parappa the Rapper Cave took him to. Parappa Rapper Cave is what I call it because it's, you know, Parappa Desert or whatever. Call it whatever you want. Candle Cave. I think it's called Northwest Cave. Palace 1 Cave. Whatever it is. All interchangeable. There's a boulder in front of that cave. I do not know if I've seen the P-Bag Cave, but when you see a boulder in front of a cave, you know it's either blocking an item or blocking a cave that normally contains a P-Bag in vanilla. If you've already seen the P-Bag, then you know it's guaranteed to block a cave because it can never block an item. And check Discord here real quick. I don't think Max got back to me. I mean, Jack got back to me. Nope. Alright, that's unfortunate. I feel bad. Alright, so we got the back end of Saria now. We've seen both ends of Saria. I was checking Discord. Did Max get life? Okay, thank you very much. It looked like he was in Ruraru at the end. I caught it at the tail end. But he's on the Eastern Continent. He knows... Well, he doesn't know, but we know that the magic key is in Maze Island. If he does explore this area, then he'll happen upon it as well. As long as he didn't take any unfortunate game over and decide he wants to do something differently. We'll see. Still looking for that second item on Maze Island. We don't have Reflect. So Palace 4 is not of a concern. He just, Error just wants to find that second item. He's got the glove, he's got the raft, he's got the key. Maybe the kid or the Water of Life would be something he's looking for. Gets him a spell. Possibly a required spell. Max went a little bit of a different... I'm going to do that a lot. I apologize. Max went a little bit of a different path around. But he's still looking. It definitely is a lot of items in 17 minutes. I'll give a recap in about 20 minutes. Maybe when Jack joins me. There is our second item. This is where normally a magic container is, and it is the hammer. So what does he do? He up-A's when he finds the hammer, and he's going to go back. We know that there's that cave with the boulder in front of it, but Error has also not found the magic container cave along with the trophy cave. And there's the P-Bag cave, so we know that the trophy cave is boulder blocked for the second tournament race in a row. And here he is, speaking of Magic Container Cave. Error finds it, and he's going to be rewarded with a Heart Container. Max chooses not to take that encounter. And he's going to go into a cave. That cave passes through. He might have just ducked in there to reset the encounters. There's our second of the 2 palaces on the eastern continent. So we know where 5 and 6 are. We've seen Valley of Death. I don't know if we've seen the entrance to Valley of Death, but I could have missed it. He ducks in there, up A's, gets all of his life and health and magic back, and he finds New Kasuto. Is he going to find out what the requirements are? He doesn't meet them, but it's going to be 7. That's rough. Might mean you need to take all the magic containers that you and explore all the items in all the palaces to get what's in there. We know it can't be that useful because we do have the hammer for... I'm going to mark it right now. We do have the hammer, the flute. So really the only item we're missing right now besides the cross and the items for the stuff. Fairy is in New Kasuto. Besides the cross and the items for the spells, is we're really just missing the boots. Yeah, Jake Hopper, I did that a little bit. Probably the delay. We have spell. It is pricey. He cannot cast it, I guess, with Magic 3. I did not see what it cost at Magic 3, but we knew at Magic 1 it cost about 89, I believe it was, or so. We'll see where he goes from here. It's Drunia. He does not have the kid. He has Fairy. Will he go? No, he will not go get it. I didn't see the cost. The cost flashed really quick on the screen for me to see. So if you guys see it a little bit better, because I'm dealing with such small windows here, please feel free to shout it out. Desert Tile is the Water of Life. I put that on the wrong side, I know. Hold on one second. I just want to mark this. We've seen New Kasuto, we've seen Darunia. We have not seen Nibiru, and we have not seen old abandoned Kasuto yet. Seems like we're going to get there. Error's going right into Palace 2. He is not going to have the key problem that Max had. I believe the next room was where Max was blocked with the key. And then up aid. Max is going to make his way through the fence encounter with the Lysalphos throwing things at you. Hoping that the 2 items are on the other side. I don't know where Maze Island was. If Error did go this way or not. The key was in Maze Island along with the hammer. Error's going to get by this blue iron knuckle. 59 for Magic 4. So he could have cast it. And gotten a second item. Oh, 89 for Max. I'm sorry. Error had it for cheaper. Okay. Thank you very much for that. And Palace 4 is going to take the up A. So he's going to look for the items here. I was looking at Error in Palace 2. Here's the first one. This one was the magic key. In the kid spot. Yes, I have the fairy for... Okay, I said Error out loud. I'm sorry. I make mistakes. I'm sorry. I know you spot them all. So we got a good pickup right there. You know, good feeling when you know you key blocked and you pick up the key. Certainly a little bit of a sigh of relief. I mean, you already have the glove, you already have the raft, and here you go, you're going to get the hammer. Oh no, he just went back into the same encounter. My bad. This blue iron knuckle is giving Error a little bit of a difficult time. Nice block there. To not take the death. Don't know how many lives he has to know if this is game over or not. Attack 4, 443. 1 gem placed. Not a bad situation to be in. As Max continues to search for the second item. Nice red jar there. Cast life, stop the beeping. Progress a little bit more. Again, the pause screen, the magic screen, went too fast for me to look at how many lives he has. Don't remember where the second item was on Maze Island. I just know that my attention was drawn to it when Error fell. And here is Helmet Head. Helmet Head can give you up to 500 XP, but as little as 100. Let's see what he does here. 500. He gets the max. So Error's going to place the gem. Do a little Mario 64 back jump into the gem placement as Max picks up the hammer. So both players are pretty set here with items. The only thing that neither player has found is, well, one did find the medicine. I believe, who found the medicine? Was that Max? This is what I don't remember. I should look up in chat because I'm sure someone told me I missed it. There's Trophy Cave. Behind the boulder, we know that because we've seen Peabag Cave already. And it's the kid. So the kid in Trophy Cave, that puts the trophy in Death Mountain. So let me mark the kid. Max is going to go back into Palace 2 where he was key blocked. Gonna go right back to the same spot that Error was in. Oh, he's not actually. He's gonna go take the ferry spot that he was blocked at before, where he grabbed the key and he up-A'd. They're reversed on my multi-twitch to my thing, so I apologize if I do put it out of order. I'm going to. I'm sorry, I make mistakes. I understand this. I'm okay with it. So Error is going to go through 3 here. As Max is finding a new area of Palace 2 he was not able to get to before. Potentially leading him to the item, because this was not the path that Error took to find Helmet Head. And we should see the item or possibly the key on this side. I don't know if we've seen the key dead end. This is the item. And we'll see what it is in a second. Rebenek on Error's side, and we see the candle bag for Max in Palace 2. Not what he wanted to see, but he's got pretty much everything right there. Just a magic container probably would have been the best thing for him. Rebenek is down. See how much XP he gives him, up to 700. He got 150. He can get over this cliff, but he's not going to be able to get over it. Actually, this is attack 5, I think. See what it is when it gets pulled up. He's going to make his way back over to East because he placed all the gems here. We know the trophy is in is in Death Mountain. So, interesting. Maybe hoping to find Darunia, see what the kid gives him. While I was looking at that, max up aid out of 2. Did he go to the key dead end? And then up A, or did he find the item and up A? I did not see it either way. But he is in 6. First palace right there on the other side of the raft. And here's Barber. So here's a attack 5 Barber. It shouldn't be anything hard for Error to handle here. What was it, Jake Hoper? I didn't see it. Oh, it's for P-Bag. That's right. I said it out loud. My bad. Yeah, it was no physical thing to mark, so I felt like I missed it. He's going to take a safer approach here. He doesn't have the jump spell, I don't think. Nope. Get in your shots. Avoid the fireballs. He's not going to have any difficulty here. And there he is. He's down. $22.10 to the next level. And he places the gem. So 4 gems. A couple gems in really quick succession here. They probably all should be on the tracker, because when they're not on the tracker, you're not mindful of just keeping updating the tracker. I know that some of them aren't helpful, as we see the helmet head fight for Max. I know some of them aren't helpful, but if you had, like, every single time something was found, a place to mark, it can go a long way. And helmet head is down, so... Yeah, it was done 2 times under an hour. A randomizer seed, both times by Dick Shake. I think 58 minutes and, yeah, 56 minutes, so... There is the gem for Palace 2. And we'll see what he does here. He does have the hammer. He does know that Trophy Cave is blocked. He does know that the kid and the trophy exist on this side. He might be looking for Mito to trade in the Water of Life. Error is finding out it is 7 magic containers, and he's going to stumble upon the fairy. And can cast spell, so... Can he cast spell with 4 magic containers? I think so. Someone said it was 50 before at magic whatever. Oh, he's magic 6 now. Okay, well, forget that. And now, Max gets the kid as well. $59 at Magic 4. Okay. There. You can totally use it. Max can up A at, well, will up A at Palace 3 and make his way through there. Find out what the spell item is. Costs 31 now at Magic 6. That's sick. Heart container in the normal magic key spot. So it just adds, I mean, pretty much at this point, he's got all the... like, the boots would be nice. Get around a little bit more easy. Grab the item that's in the water container, the water tile spot. Magic containers might be something of a concern, along with finding the other towns to grab the other free spells. Error also has to go find spells at some point. So maybe he just wants to... He's going to just go into 5, yeah. Look at that. see if we have a nice easy 5 where Gooma's just going to be over here to the right, or if we're going to go digging for him. I wish downstab and upstab was there as well on the HUD. He has 6, not 4. Thank you. Just counting in my mind that he has 4. He has 1, 2, 6. Yeah, he went 6. Was right on the other side of the raft spot, so he just dove right into there. Now he's in 5, and he's at well, this is 3. I'm sorry, this is Rebenek, and this is Max. No downstab for either player. And again, I think Max was looking for Mito. I'm not too sure if we see Mito. Did we? I remember making a comment about finding it and not being necessary because you didn't have the Water of Life or the ability to have Jump or Fairy. But I don't remember if that was last race or not. Because certainly either player could have backtracked to get downstab. And Max has the medicine. So it's going to take a second attempt here at Rebenek. Error's still trying to find his way to Gooma. Definitely not in this room. That's a dead-end room. Max knocks Rebenek off the horse. A few more hits. Has to work him more towards the center of the room so he doesn't kill him when he's off screen. There he goes. He goes down. And he'll place his third gem. Probably will look for Mito before he goes over to the east again. Downstab and a spell just await him. And he also knows the trophy is in Death Mountain, but he's probably gonna... I would assume he's gonna look at the other spells first before he does anything with that. We have not found any of the 3 other towns, I believe, on the Eastern Continent. He's walking around. He's looking. He's gonna take the Candle Palace 1 cave through. I think this brought him back to like a wide open area in the north, in the desert. Yeah, there it is. It's possible. I feel like you're right, but at the same time, I did a race an hour ago, and it's kind of bleeding over into my mind right now. But it's definitely possible. I think odds are we found 2 towns instead of 1. Both players were over there for a pretty long time. Here is Mito. We'll grab Downstab, and we'll grab a spell. See what it is. The medicine he's cashing in was in the desert tile on the Eastern Continent, by the way. Jack was under the impression that the race was at 5 o'clock and the runners wanted to start earlier. I hope he's able to join us soon, though. I sent him a message. I don't think I got a reply back. There's Downstab. And we're going to see what the spell here is. And see how much it helps Max. It may not help him that much. I have a feeling that Error is going to find the desert tile. And Error finds a dead end. He's going to go back and he's going to have to find another way. And it is Reflect. So the medicine is required. Again, it was in the desert tile in the Eastern Continent. And it gives you Reflect. 1 second to write this down and then I'll mark it. There is the trophy cave, but both players have been there. Yeah, this is it's a long palace to be 100%ing. Alright, Max makes his way back to Eastern Palace. Eastern Continent, sorry. I believe that was 6. He's going to jump in there and he's going to go through it. Or is he just going to grab this nut knuckle? Nope. He's going to go through it. Okay. There's a magic key. Doors are no concern to him. And he falls down. He's going to fall down a couple times here. And take this path. Man, Error finds another dead end. This doesn't look like it's a fun Palace 5. That's for sure. Don't exactly remember the way to Barba, but I feel like Error found him pretty quick, or her pretty quick. I remember falling down that room. And then possibly Error went right here. And there's Barba. So, Max at the Barba fight, and Error is still searching for Guma. Error finds the item room. Gonna take it. Might as well, it's right here. It's a heart container. Man, I really would be wishing for a magic container here. We have an attack 4 Barba fight. Down stab, no jump. A little risky to no jump jackhammer. Slow and methodical, he can definitely handle this. As pretty much any runner in the tournament probably could. Avoid the fireballs, don't get knocked back into lava, don't jump into Barba. Oh. He does get hit by the fireball and get knocked back into the lava. 2 more lives left. Give it another shot. Error finds another path right. Or is he backtracking? This might be another path right. Or bringing him to an option he has not explored yet. Max does get hit with another fireball and gets sent back into the lava. So he's on his last life here. Error looks a little bit confused what to do, I would say. Maybe not confused, but thinking about what to do, exploring his options in his mind. And he's going to go back down and probably to the right. Yep. The fact that Stalfos was there probably means he has not been in this area yet. Not the nicest of rooms here, with the Maus and the Mayus. Not the Mayus, I'm sorry. The Maus and the Raz. Max still working on Barba. Error takes a death there, so he has enough magic to cast Fairy. Max looks like he has about 5-6 more hits left on Barba. I don't have the item in 6 marked. I don't remember a Rebenek fight. But I could have missed it. Oh, Max gets hit just as he's about to kill Barba, and game overs. Fortunate that Barba is not that far away. Unfortunate that Error has found Guma. I don't believe either player found... The item in 5 was the heart container. He did find it, yes. I don't believe the item in 6 was found. And Guma down. So this is going to be the 5th gem. But no Reflect and no Thunder for Error right now. He's going to do some town searching here, I believe. See what he can find. Max is going back down. Did he loop? Because I just saw him go down that during the Guma fight. Maybe he missed that pit. And here we go. Barba take 2. Gets hit, doesn't fall into the lava. That's good. Jumps over to Fireball, gets a couple hits in that cycle. Error takes attack 7. He's at 763. There's the Valley of Death. It's a very short Valley of Death. There's no lava path. And here's Darunia. So we did find this earlier, because it was right there. Both players have the Kid. We'll find out what spell the Kid gives us in a couple seconds. Gonna take some time to Fairy Claws down here. Grab some milk, grab some cookies, grab some upstab. It could, I mean... I don't think it could, because if it's not the Kid, then the only other magic item could be Trophy, and that's in Death Mountain, because the medicine was on the Eastern Continent. So it can't, the Trophy can't be in the water tile. So Max gets knocked back. And to say it more clearly, because I stuttered all over my words, Trophy has to exist on the Western Continent, so it's guaranteed to be in Death Mountain. And we already found the medicine and found the Kid. So the only other way would be if it was in Old Kasuto and you'd be boot blocked. And it's the jump spell, so the Kid produces the jump spell. Not what Error wanted to see. Boots can be required in Death Mountain. Okay, that is a good point. That certainly is. I've had the 3-tile island on the eastern side of Death Mountain. Water tile doesn't need to be the container. It can be the cross. But it can't be the trophy. So it's either a magic container or the cross at this point. And it can't be anything else. That's if I have everything marked correctly. But absolutely true, it can still be boot blocked in Death Mountain. We saw very little of Death Mountain, but we have not seen where Spectacle Rock is, because Spectacle Rock could also be boot blocked as well. There, we got the medicine out of the desert tile, as the Barba fight has concluded. And Max places the gem. I can't find the medicine on the list. There it is. Yes. That is a good... Now he just has to hope that, well... He just has to hope that Trophy isn't, Thunder at this point. Or it's a trip into Death Mountain. Still have not found Noburu or Old Kasuto, if I'm right. If I didn't miss it by watching one of the other runners. Max ducks into New Kasuto. Error's taking caves. See where it comes out. And there is Darunia, so Max is going to cash in the kid and get jump as well. 2 towns right there. Both towns we did not find. Here first is Noburu. He'll grab the water, give it to the girl, as Max gets upstab. And then more than likely jump right after that. Grab the water. Give the lady the water and go see what it is. It is shield. One more option before Death Mountain becomes required here. P1 shield. And this is jump for Max. But there's Old Kasuto, so we will know shortly whether we have to go into Death Mountain or not. And there it is, Thunder. Thunder was free. Just had to find it. So that leaves the trophy in Death Mountain with fire. And it's the perfect seed. Error needs to go cash in that medicine, though, and get Reflect. Thunder is 66 at Magic 6. So 4 1/8 magic containers. Pretty good. P7 is known to be accessible. In fact, there's not even a path for it. It's just the 8 tiles around it and like swamp next to it. Eric can't cast it. Yeah, that's why you pointed it out. He needs a magic container. Four out of the 6 items remain that are, well, let's talk about one being blocked behind possibly 7 magic containers needing to get as well. We have not seen either item in Death Mountain. We have not seen the items in 3, 4, or 6, I believe. And then the item that's in the magic container spot. So that's 4 magic containers, the cross, and the boots. And the trophy. So that's 7, and I have 7 spots listed down. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the water tile as well. Max is going to look for Guma. And this error took a little while to find Guma. Max finds a dead end. Gonna up A. Gonna go away. Do something else. Gonna go down, I believe. Oh, well, no, that's a different room. Don't worry about it. That is Double A. What would you do, or Jake Hoper, or anybody else in chat who play this? What would you do in that situation? Would you go get more magic, or would you take a dive somewhere and hope that the item you didn't find was a magic container? He does have that crystal. He can just bang out magic at that point, but Error's looking for Mito. I don't know if Error ever found Mito. Mito is through Candle Palace 1 Cave. I'm sorry, he's looking for... Yeah, he's looking for Mito. I got something wrong here. No, I don't have something wrong. He's looking for Mito. Reflect is in Mito. And he just found the medicine. So he has to find Candle Cave to go over to that other side. And that's where Mito was. So if Max goes down there and to the right, I think that was the path to Guma. But he's able to go this way, and I think this is one of the directions that Error took that led him to a dead end. If he jumps through this wall, I think the dead end's almost instant on the next room. Yeah, it is. So he'll go back, and hopefully he goes down that, and then to the right. And here is Candle Cave. So Error will be on the other side. And grab the medicine. Or cash in the medicine, I should say, to grab the Reflect spell. Oh, he takes save it? He saved it. This is one of the worst rooms in the one of the worst non-GP rooms in the game. Right there. Flying Raws, unicorns, collapsible bridge. He's trying to kill that bubble? No, he's going to go the other way. He doesn't have fairy, so he's going to kill himself. Same thing that Error did. Error is desperately looking for Mito. I thought it was over there. Probably not beyond that bridge. But he's going to go back on the other side and look as Max gets to Guma. So he can even up the gem count here. He needs the thunder. So he's got to spend a little bit of time looking for those leftover towns. And hopefully not detour to try to get the trophy. And there's Mito, I believe. Just hanging out nice in the open, just one tile away from seeing it. And we're going to get some downstab here, and now we're in. But more importantly, we're going to get Reflect. And Guma goes down. And Error sees what he wants to see. Well, no, I'm sorry, he's not in the right room. Yeah, he sees what he wants to see. Downstab guy gives him downstab. So, no surprise randomization on that. Place the gem in 5. And move on. Well, neither player found Mito until at the point where they got their spells here. This was in a very isolated area of the Western continent. But he was able to do all the things on the other side without downstab. Finally picks it up and gets Reflect, and he'll be on his way to Palace 4. Gonna go take the raft spot over. Obviously knows where Maze Island is. He got the items out of there before. And in fact, speaking of Maze Island, Max beats him there, but remember, Max still needs to look for Thunder. Needs to find that cave that goes to the other side to get Thunder. And most likely, if he takes the same path as Error, he's going to find Shield first, and then get Thunder thereafter. There's our water spot we can't get to. That probably has the cross or the magic container. Almost guaranteed. Guaranteed to have either one. Make our way down the road. I mean, it's probably going to be about, I would say, 4 to 5 rooms behind Max. But Max finds the item. It's the cross. Now, boots and magic containers are the only items left, besides the trophy that's in Death Mountain somewhere. Neither player has found a single magic container, and I believe Double A pointed out that Thunder at Magic 6 was over 64 MP. Getting up a refill for Error. They're both in Palace 4, yes. A little bit different color. Looks like we're going to pick up the cross on Error's side now. Again, hoping for a magic container and getting the cross. What did reflect cost, by the way? Well, it cost, didn't cost too much, because Max is at Carrick right now. So Max is going to be the first to 6 gems placed. But he needs to go find that cave to take him over there to get Thunder. $48 at 6? Okay. Magic 6 reflects cost at 6 is 48, yes. It can be anywhere between 16 and 48, I guess, at that point, if you hit all the low on the 50% difference. Max is going to stay at attack 6 here and just level up his magic, realizing he doesn't have a heck of a lot of magic containers and probably will not find many, if any, on his way. Now he just hopes that Thunder is going to cost, and we know it doesn't, but he's hoping Thunder is going to cost under 64 at this point. And there goes Carrick. So both players are done with Palace 4 almost simultaneously. The difference being that Eric can go right to the Valley of Death and go right into the Great Palace, while Max has to look for a cave to get by. What is it now? It is 66 now. He still can't cast it at Magic 7. We have to look for a magic container. What is the easiest magic container to look for? Palace 3? That requires you up-Aing and coming... maybe we're going to Palace 3. You gotta hope it's not the boots, then. $66 at 7. The max, well, it can still be as high as 150. So at that point, grind Magic 8 is an option. Probably not the best one, like you say. Boots would be guaranteed to get a magic container, but I don't think he wants the additional step involved. I think he just wants a magic container, and that's it. But going into 3 here, And finding the item is going to guarantee him a magic container one way or another. Because the water spot is so close to the raft spot anyway. Spending 3 hours without electricity is not fun. Is he in 2? He is in 2, yes. He did not get the candle bag out of 2. I did not look to see where he entered. I just saw he was in a palace. I'm gonna be upset here. He's with the candle bag. And again, this is based on our notes, so I got a little bit screwed up. Neither runner knows exactly where everything is. So it's not as straightforward as going into 3 and knowing it's guaranteed to get you a magic container because it's going to be the boots or the magic container. They still have to deal with things like the candle bag on Error's part. I think on Max's part, it's pretty known that anything he finds from here on out is in fact a magic container or the boots. Not in Death Mountain, let's say. No, absolutely the right decision, Double A. And he'll see it's the P bag, and what does he do? He's just going to up A. He's going to take it. He'll take life 4. Okay. He hesitated there a little bit. We have the shield for Max. Shield spell. To Max, it could be a heart container. Yes, it can be 2 heart containers, actually. The spell item in New Kasuto and the item in Palace 5, I believe. Or the 2 heart containers we found that he did not. I'm missing another heart container somewhere. Nope. Palace 1 was the other heart container. So Max is going to up A, come back to this continent. That was thunder for Max, my bad. Did he get the shield, though, in Noboru, or did he just go into that palace? I was watching Error in Palace 2. Just let me know if I need to mark the shield again. I didn't notice that. I just saw him leaving Old Kasuto. Interesting to see where Max goes, because Max did grab the candle bag. And he did up A. Is he going back to the raft spot? No. He's going down, and he's going into... No, he's going to the raft spot. And there are the boots in 3. So... Up A, take the raft over, and then go into the water tile. Max must have thought he had the boots. He tried to get into the water tile. Max skipped shield? Okay, thank you. And there's the water tile, and we know what's going to be in here. Can't be anything else. Magic container. So now, Thunder is castable. And that, look at that little skip everything else in the world and just go right into Great Palace. No BS about that. Just walk over the river and get there. Max is going to have to look for a magic container here. Okay, we go down from start, and we go to the right. Curtain room. Bring us to the other side. It's a screen scroll into another room. And we got a drop. No other choice, so it's a no-brainer. Fortunate to not take damage from either of those blue Fockers. We're going to drop down. Can't go right, so we're going to go left. I believe I was told we can go right if we damage boost up over the wall. But we have 2 options in this room. He's going to take up and be able to go right. So 1 path left unexplored so far. That was a left. Most runners won't take it if given an option to go right. Alright, we're going to cast spell here. We're going to go in here. And he's going to find a heart container. Didn't want to do that. We coming back out? Was that a dead end? I looked down at New Kasuto, but we're coming back out. We're going to come back down, and we're going to probably go left here. Avoid that orange Fokker and go to the next screen. Another option, do we go left, do we go up? Probably do the same thing, probably go up. And we have a left. Now here's the room where you can potentially be upstairs blocked. He doesn't like that room, he doesn't want to do all the things. Magic is a premium, he probably just doesn't want to cast jump. And he's going to take the left instead. It leads him to a 1-up. And now he has no choice but to go up that room. Max is jumping back into 5. And 5 is a heart container, so this is going to be costly. Was that 5? Yeah, that is 5. Okay. Error is going to use some magic, cast a jump, get up and over this wall. I'm told that room is not doable without upstab. It's doable without jump, though. Okay. And we go through to the left. Another one of those mid-elevator rooms where you can take a left or go up. Certainly in every single instance he's seen of this room, he's gone up. And we go up 2 times. And we go back to the right. I like when these rooms don't have all the flying Ras at me, or the Bago Bagos. And go through. Now, here we go. The Enchantress and Numbers room. Do we drop, or do we go to the right? Oh, I would always peek right first. Some people like to take the chance and drop down. Error's going to go right. And it's a dead end, so we're going to have to drop. So the game's pretty much dictating early which way we have to go. We have choices. We still had another left to take. But certainly, right now, this is a nice room to find. Drop down, go right. And then we're going to have to go down an elevator here. I'm told jump spell does not work in that room because of the way acceleration works. But if that's wrong, then I apologize. But that came from a couple people that have way more knowledge in this game than I do. Tricky room there. Especially coming from that side. He's going to grab the fairy. And he's going to make his choice. Is he going to go up or is he going to go down? Eon made that clear. You always go down there. Hashtag triggered, I think Dig Shake would say. We're in the honeycomb room. Error didn't check up. But, no reason to. He'd still probably be led to the same choices. Always nice to know if you have an option up there to go right as well. We'll go through. Always go down first. It's less distance. There you go. Save some frames. Max is still trying to make his way through. I believe this is 5. Correct me if I'm wrong. To look for the item. That's going to wind up being a heart container. Avoid the king bot there. And we're not going to go down. We're going to go right. And we got Thunderbird. So all the choices made. Let it be known that he cannot cast magic right now. So he might take a death or he might look for a jar. Like maybe go down and see if it's corridor room. Oh, there's a jar in that room. I forgot about that. Gets the red Fokker right in his face. Unfortunate, but refills his magic. Let it be known that there are a lot of rooms there left unexplored, so it's a chance that Dark Link could be very quick after this fight. Max gets the heart container out of 5, not what he wanted to see. Error working the pendulum pretty nicely. I think he was able to get shield off there. Thunder and shield, is that right? I can't tell if that's his, I don't think that's the normal tunic color. Max is on the lookout for a magic container here. As Error downs Thunderbird. Now we'll just see how long it takes to find Darklink after this. Remember, a lot of rooms left unexplored. To the left, up an elevator, down an elevator. And you can see Darklink is the exact next room. And he has 8 full heart containers here. Max is in 6, looking for the item, which will wind up being a magic container, or the boots, but inconsequential because there's your winner of this race at a SRL time of 1 hour and 15 minutes. Error72. That was pretty good. Let's see if we can get Error here. Error in here to chat with us. Max is going to take the forfeit here, and I think he ended the stream. As Error says in IRC, everything pretty much went right. They had a lot of good items to start. It was just really the difference between well, finding the magic cave and magic container, not finding the magic container, and the other required spells when they did. Let's see if either one joins us. Hey, Error, how you doing? Good game.
Hello.
Guys, let me know if his levels are good. Error, that was a tremendous game. I saw you saying IRC that everything went right for you, but
well, almost everything went right.
Yeah,
Other than the whole part about no magic containers and Thunder costing 66.
What went on in your mind when you saw that you weren't getting the magic containers, and then you saw the cost of Thunder?
I was actually thinking about it pretty early, because I was getting pretty late, and I actually searched for the item in Palace 5, when I think a lot of people would have just started beelining for Guma.
Yeah, because you did spend quite a bit of time in Palace 5, and you found the heart container there. So I guess with every item,
I found every heart container.
Yeah.
Which, it kind of threw me off. So then it's like, although to be honest, I was panicking for a little bit because I didn't know where the trophy was. So trophy was almost certainly on Death Mountain now. So
yeah, and when
I never actually found an entrance to Death Mountain. So.
There was one that we found. It was pretty easily accessible, but unknown what's in there, except the fact that we now know it's the trophy in a magic container. Trophy would have given you fire, so it's a good thing you didn't jump in there.
But like I say, I was kind of panicked. Like, okay, I haven't found Mito, whatever fairy town is.
Yeah, Mito. It was pretty hidden.
And I was really hoping it was Reflect, and it was, and then I felt a lot better once it was Reflect.
Yeah, that was obviously probably the sigh of the relief of the moment is when you found Reflect. You also found Thunder, and that was actually a tricky section to get to as well.
Yeah. But really, thoughts on the seed were, it's like I went into Palace 1 super earlier than a lot of people would have, and was kind of inefficient on my gym placement there, but whatever, it kind of worked out. But finished a whole bunch of palaces early because you found the glove really early, so it was pretty easy to dive into palaces 2 and 3, and got the rafters right by start too. So I searched the Eastern Continent pretty early and found Maze Island and such pretty early. But anyway,
I mean, it's amazing how you found, like, the raft was just right there to start, like you said. Both you and Max also found the glove on the grass tile, basically visible from start as well. And still, you guys did a little due diligence to get more items, and just like everything but the magic containers, it was actually pretty weird to watch unfold there. And
so it was just after I completed Palace 4 and hit Magic 7, hoping that Thunder would cost 64 or less. It didn't, so it's like I was trying to think of what items that I didn't have, and I knew I didn't have the water tile, but I didn't have the boots.
Yeah.
I didn't actually know where that mountain was. So
yeah, that would have been the I guess the turning point of this race. Max was right there on your heels, placing that 6th gem right when you placed your 6th gem, except he had to go search for Thunder, whereas you already had it. So by the time he found it, and then he looked and he saw he still needed another, like a single magic container to cast it, because he also only had the starting 4. He decided to go into, well, you went into 2, you found the candle bag, then you went to 3, found the boots, and then found the magic container in the water tile. He went into 5 and found the heart container. So it could have.
Yeah, I went into 2. I went into 2 first because it was. I knew pretty well where the item was in there, because I knew pretty well it was on the path that I didn't go down because I didn't have jump or fairy to get past it. And was very disappointed I had found the bag. And then I decided to go to Palace 3 because, well, I still didn't know what that mountain was, and really hoping it was a magic container.
Yeah, I think
But really, at that point, it was either going to be a magic container or the boots, and if it was the boots, I could go to the water tile.
Yeah, it was when you went into.
Even though it didn't quite dawn on me because I kind of paused there for a second. It's like, really, this is the boots? Now what am I going? Oh wait, the water tile.
Yeah,
there's got to be a magic container at the water tile. So
because of all the knowledge I knew, when you went into Palace 2, I'm like, oh, he's going into Palace 3 because this is the only spot it could only be boots or magic container. And then Chad's like, actually, he's in Palace 2. I'm like, oh, crap, he's going to get the candle bag. I forgot he didn't pick that up the first time around. And then you got there, you got out. It actually gave you a life level. I don't know if they really factored in because you had 8 heart containers anyway.
I mean, stuff in Great Palace hits very, 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 very hard.
Yeah.
so yeah, I was happy to have Life 4, but very unhappy that was the P bag.
Yeah, certainly didn't matter in the end, but at the time you can probably I can probably picture a little bit of frustration at that time. But anyway, you can say everything was handed to you, but you did have to explore a little bit. You had to find places that were not on the beaten path. And congratulations to you, 1 hour and 15 minutes, tremendous time. You're going to go on to face Enchantress of Numbers in the next round. So I wish you the best of luck, and good game.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Enchantress of Numbers versus Scorpion versus Error. That's going to be in the 4th round of the tournament. With the loss, Scorpion Max is going to move on to play, and I have to line this up. It's very small on my screen. 35. Undead Phil in the 3rd round of the bonus bracket. So those should be 2 tremendous matches to watch. We have another match tonight here. John Bloody Thumbs is going to face off against King Doll, and I believe that is a third round winners bracket match. It is 29 seed John Bloody Thumbs, who beat Saver last round, and King Doll, who beat Ness Martin in the previous round. That is going to be at, I don't know if I said it, but it's going to be at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/DigShake. It's going to be DigShake and Ness Martin on the call. Tomorrow on DigShake's channel as well, at 2 p.m. is going to be the race between Saver and Ness Martin in the 2nd round of the bonus bracket. So plenty of more races. Plenty more races to come. Plenty of more races that still have to get scheduled with the deadline of tomorrow. So hopefully that gets done. I'd hate to see what results if that doesn't happen, but hopefully it's inconsequential. So thanks for the help, guys. Thanks for dealing with me being solo and ignorant to some things while I was watching tunnel vision on one screen to the other. But it was definitely a fun race. I had a fun time, and make sure you follow the runners, Error72 and Scorpion Max. Scorpion __ Max. So thanks again, guys. What did you do, Jack? You locked yourself out of the house. 2 hours trying to take your window apart with your bare hands. That's crazy, man. Yeah, they started early, and I felt bad because of that. And I'm like, oh man, I just told Max 5 o'clock, and now these guys are chomping at the bit, and they want to get going. And I also thought other people would tune out until 5 o'clock as well, and this race went pretty quick. So,
well, we did it.
oh, there you are. Hey,
Yeah, I am still here, but Max approached me and says, like, well, why don't we just start if you're up for it pretty much right after the early race while you still have all your viewers from that previous race.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I made the I didn't see that first before I turned right around and basically told everyone to leave. I'll be back at 5 o'clock. I'm going to end the stream. And then I saw you guys say that, and I'm like, oh man, I just told Jack that. I just told people that. But if you guys want to go, it's not for me to say, hey, you guys have to wait for me. It's your race, you know. Do it when you guys want. So I was more than happy to just throw on the stream right away and let you guys do it. But it was awesome. Still awesome race. Yeah. But cool, man. Best of luck again. And everybody, I will be back on later tonight, but make sure you check out Dick Shake at 8 o'clock, rebroadcasting John Bloody Thumbs and King Doll. So take care, guys.